Hey everyone, the Opinionated Brony here. I'm going to do a little opinionated piece on the whole theism versus atheism. The whole argument with that. Let's just start off with some of the more common arguments for either side. You know, it takes a lot more effort to believe in science than it does in a God. Or the famous Westboro Baptist Church is a prime example of what religion is and what it's turning people into. We should stop it. You know, those are the two arguments I come across the most. And I know there's myriad others, and there's a lot of easier ones I could mention. But I want to try to tackle those two. The idea that one thing is easier to follow than the other is bullshit. You know, it doesn't matter what you believe in. It's still a belief. Whether it's in God, Jehovah, the Pope, science, Scientology. I don't care what you really believe in. I really don't. I could care less. I couldn't care less. That's the proper way of saying it. But for some odd reason, whether I'm on Facebook, a forum, or my favorite kill time websites, they're very pro-atheism. Which is understandable, you know. A lot of people nowadays believe that, you know, with the technology and the science that we're disproving religion. If we are, whatever. Like I said, I don't really care. Either way. But we seem to be forgetting that people are still people. We seem to be forgetting that each person has their own set of ideas, their own belief, their own opinion. We keep on forgetting that you can't label an entire group of people off of one person. I don't know why we keep forgetting that, but we do. So I'm going to remind everyone shortly, a little quick here. I'm partly German. But obviously, I'm not a Nazi. Hitler was German, and he was a Nazi. Oh, that must mean I'm a Nazi, actually. No, it doesn't work like that. There are myriad religious people that aren't like Westboro Baptist Church, that aren't like the terrorists that bombed the Twin Towers, that aren't idiots. And that's what it really comes down to. You know, you can believe whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. That's what my opinion is. Either side. You know, if you want to believe in Jesus, Jehovah, Pope, whatever, like I said, whatever you want to believe in, do it. I don't care. Just don't go shoving it down everyone's throat. You know, they have their own opinions too, their own beliefs. The same reason that you can believe in whatever you want, they can believe in whatever they want. It works like that. But at the same time, we don't need to tell people they're stupid based on something they believe. It's like a kid in a swimming pool. He'll be playing around in the pool, splashing around, saying, I'm a boat, I'm a boat. He's having a grand time, you know? He's pretending, or he thinks he's really a boat, who knows? But he's having fun. He's enjoying life. Why do we need to be the asshole people to go up to him and say, oh no, you're not a boat, you're a person, blah, 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 you're so stupid, how could you believe that? It's idiotic. He's doesn't know any better, for lack of a better term. And even if he does, he just wants us to believe he's a boat. What is wrong with that? He's not harming anyone. Now, if he's saying, I'm a battleship, and if you don't follow me or my idea, I'm going to kill you all, yeah, obviously there's something wrong there. Obviously something needs to be done. And obviously he needs to smarten up. But we can't go around telling people that they're stupid because they believe something. For both sides. You know, there are brilliant people all around the world that believe myriad other things. You don't have to believe that there's no such thing as a God in order to be smart. And vice versa. You don't need to believe there's a God in order to be smart. You know? There are millions of people that work every day to put forward science. And they're all ingenious minds. They're the reason that you're watching my video. They're the reason you can call your best friend. They're the reason we're saving lives. So you can't say that non-religious people are idiots. And you don't really hear that often, but every now and then you do. And vice versa. You know, you can't say, dear religious person, you are dumb. Sincerely, a non-religious person. You can't harass someone out of their own opinion. Certainly you can make fun of it, and that might cause them to change their mind, but it's still them changing their minds. You can't force anyone to believe anything. That's something everyone really needs to start figuring out. If someone wants to believe they're a boat, or someone wants to believe in a zombie Jesus, or someone wants to believe in God, or someone wants to believe... Again, if someone wants to believe something, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as they aren't hurting anyone. And this is where the argument of Westboro Baptist Church comes in. Obviously, they're causing a problem with their agenda. And they're idiots. You can't look at them and say, oh, they're normal Christians. You can't. No matter how badly you hate a religious person, you can't lower them to that level. You can't. They're not smart in any way. It'd be unfair to call them normal to the rest of society, because they're not. They don't show anything of what they say or what they preach to be true. They don't follow it. If they were truly a Baptist church, I'm pretty sure their preacher wouldn't be telling them to picket a soldier's funeral saying he was an idiot and he deserved to die and God loves it when he dies. You know, that's not religion. That's extremism and being a dick. You know, you've got that on both sides. You got the extremists and you got the extremist dicks and whatever, you know. They're on both sides. Yeah, you don't see as many on the atheist side because people are a lot more civil when it comes to that. It's a known fact, you know. But at the same time, a lot of them get so hot-headed when you bring up religion. They completely shut it down. They don't have an open mind. And that's something I think humanity in general needs to start doing. We need to start having an open mind for everyone's opinion. If we want to be able to share our opinion, they need to be able to share theirs. That's just how it works. It's just polite, you know? We should start doing that a lot more often. You know, if you want to put forward your idea on what is real and what is not, you got to learn to take some criticism. You've also got to learn to understand that it has to go both sides. You know, you've got to remember that they can do the same thing that you just did. You know, there's no real reason that they can't. And that's to everyone. Atheist, Catholic, Christian, Baptist, Wiccan, it doesn't matter. We all need to be a little more polite, a little more realistic. Not everyone in the world is going to be atheist. Not everyone in the world is going to be religious. It's just how it works. We have to tolerate each other. We really do. Because if we can't listen to each other's opinions and discuss them like normal, civil people, we're going to end up killing ourselves. You know, I thought humanity should be beyond that point by now. We really should be. We don't kill each other over something anymore. Not barbaric. So why do we still retain so many of those ideas? That if that person doesn't believe what I believe in, they are wrong. We don't know if there's any wrong or right as human beings. We don't. We have an idea, we have theories. Doesn't mean we know anything for sure. And yeah, we can see the effects of stuff. Obviously we can. We can test things, we can try to figure them out, we can put forward theories or ideas. But we can't shut down an idea that somebody has because they believe it's true and we don't. It's not fair. It really isn't, you know? We live in a civilized society. At least most of us are privileged with that. So we should start acting like it, instead of putting each other's ideas down barbarically. Maybe one day, everyone will believe the same thing. But until then, we're just going to have to learn to tolerate each other. We really need to. Because if we don't do that, we're just asking for a hell of a lot of trouble. And this goes for both parties, It really does. And I want to hear you guys' opinions on this, Feel free to leave any comments or personal messages or even video responses. I encourage that. I'm not going to be completely closed-minded. I want to hear what everyone else thinks. That's why I'm posting these on here. So yeah, I guess that's my view on that. Before I forget, I would like to thank everyone that watched the last video and everyone that watches this one. It means a lot to me, it really does. And I want to thank everyone for subscribing. I'll hopefully try to put more out of these if they do gain popularity. But, yeah.